Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm sharing with you my first-hand, authentic experience visiting 8 cities in the Netherlands. Here we are on Earth, and here's the Netherlands, next to Germany and Belgium. I was here for a month, so I ended up seeing quite a few places. And my travel went something like this. Let's get started. Utrecht. I left Amsterdam taking a 20-minute train ride to a nearby city called Utrecht. It's a small, pleasant city with a really tall cathedral. I can recommend it as an easy day trip from Amsterdam due to the fast train. Other notable features include a flower market and canals in a similar style to Amsterdam. Then I took the train back to Amsterdam. By the way, that's totally not the same footage of a train I used earlier, but just in reverse. I would never misrepresent facts about important segue footage between cities, so don't even begin to think that I... Next I took a train to Haarlem. Haarlem is a smaller and more calm city outside Amsterdam. It's only 20 minutes by train. I was couch surfing again, and to speak more on the Dutch obsession with bicycles, my host owned a $2,000 bicycle which folds up so you could carry it easily into the office with you. Pictured here. The next day I took a walk to the local grocery store to stock up on some food. This is one thing I love about most places in Europe. No matter where you're living, walk 5 or 10 minutes and you'll be at a grocery store. Boom! Eating food. Boom! No car needed. Boom! You can see the food I bought here. Got a nice selection of things. It's interesting to see the marketing used in different countries. Some of it's in Dutch, and some of it's not. Now I know what you're thinking. You're in a foreign country, you're thinking, I'm gonna try some exotic new candy. Like this. No, don't even think about it. Don't try any candy with the word drop on it unless you want to end up with a mouthful of licorice. Don't make the same mistake I did. I don't know why licorice is popular in the Netherlands. I think it tastes like On the other hand, there's a sweet I highly recommend you try. It's very popular in the Netherlands and it's called the stroopwafel. It's basically 2 dry waffles with caramel in the middle. It's delicious. That's probably... I should make that a separate fact. You up in boom boom bosh, boom boom. Tell me I'm the only one that you know. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. Plans would come true. Spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Then I took the train back to Amsterdam. Interesting fact about Netherlands architecture. The stairs. This is what stairs are like in Europe. Just kidding, but seriously. No, I'm only joking. Anyway, in the Netherlands, many stairs are incredibly steep. The historical reason for this peculiar architectural safety hazard? That's right, tax avoidance. The Dutch could save on taxes by minimizing the width of their houses, and now it's culture. Now that we have that history out of the way, it's very surprising to experience these in real life. Maybe it's not easy to see in my video, but they've really squeezed the steps tight. Sometimes when you're walking up, half of your shoe is hanging off the edge. It's so precarious you find yourself thinking such thoughts as, is this real? Or, am I about to fall to my death? But it's part of the culture. Moving on to the next city, I took a train to Eindhoven. Eindhoven. Actually, I would not recommend you visit here. I mean, it's got these bowling pins, which are kinda cool, but otherwise it's a fairly normal university city. There are other more interesting places nearby, which is why my host recommended Heusden, so we hopped on the train. Heusden. As you can see, Heusden was a fortified town and still today maintains much of this interesting architecture. I recommend taking a walk along the outside star pattern that surrounds the town. And strangely enough, as I somehow guessed, they have cannons. Just checking out some cannons. They're okay. Sometimes you have to take life into your own hands. Cool. I'm not going down into the dungeon. No way. I feel like I'm in the labyrinth.
Come inside, meet the missus.
Hey, I just wanted to show you guys some Holland-style stairs on this windmill over here. So you don't want to take the wrong step. It's pretty steep. Oh man, you really need a handrail on this thing. This is crazy. Safety! It's safe. Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit steep here. Ah. There was still time left in the day, so I took a train to a city nearby called Hertogenbosch.
Hertogenbosch.
Yeah, what she said. So I took a train there. At the time, they were celebrating a famous artist from the city called
Hieronymus Bosch.
Actually, they were celebrating the 500-year mark from his death. I can see why that would be a cause for celebration. Most of his art seemed kind of eh. I wasn't too impressed with it, except for their golden dragon. I really like their golden dragon. The day was over, so I took the train back to Eindhoven. Then another train back to Amsterdam. I got a little tired from all that train travel, so I stayed in Amsterdam a little while and visited the famous Rijksmuseum. I spent 4 hours there, but I'm going to show it to you in 30 seconds. You're welcome. Okay, this one's kind of creepy. Okay, maybe that was longer than 30 seconds. It's hard making videos. Life is pain. So anyway, then I took a train to go see Delft. Delft. Lean back and relax as I take you on a guided meditation. We journey to the city of Delft and your inner happiness. An hour by train, Delft is a charming small city. It has canals, church towers, and is known for Delftware, which is hand-painted blue and white pottery. Even though I was only here half a day, I still made time for couch surfing. They have a traditionally themed Dutch cheese shop where you can sample all types of cheese. Highly recommended! Today I'm checking out Delft, and there's this big old tower. You can see the top. Is it possible? Yes. Anyway, that one's called the New Tower, or the New Church. And then I'm gonna see the Old Church. Climbing up the tower. These are pretty narrow steps. Watch your head. I hit my head on this thing. I guess that's the other church. Oh, you can go out there. Cool. Up here on top of the still tower, new tower, but it's a nice view, and that's what counts in life. So what I want to do is not drop my phone when I do this. Oh lordy, that makes me nervous. Can you pour all of it? Yeah, all of it. Didn't get anyone. Oh well. I'm just gonna go down this way. Freaking small steps. I hope that didn't make you nauseous. I found where they keep the pot of gold. I didn't get to see the old church because surprisingly the whole city starts shutting down around 5 p.m. So it was time to take the train back to Amsterdam. Back in Amsterdam, my first couchsurfing host was leaving on vacation, so lucky for me, I got to use her flat for a week. It was really nice having a place to stop for a while, collect myself, and think deep thoughts. Also, the first episode of the new season of Game of Thrones was coming out in a few days. I was feeling a little, not homesick, but I thought watching this episode was some kind of way for me to connect with my former life. This routine I used to have, talking with friends about the show afterwards, so I decided to make a big event out of it. I'm certainly not a cook, but I decided to make a nice dinner just for myself. I went to the grocery store and got some pasta to cook, some garlic bread, fruit, a couple new beers to try. I was gonna have some Jason time. Just sit down, have some home-cooked food, and watch the big season premiere. Sunday evening arrived. I cooked the food, served everything hot and ready, opened a beer, sat down on the couch, turned on the TV, and then realized I was on the other side of the world, in a totally different time zone, and Game of Thrones would be airing at 4 a.m. So instead, I got drunk and passed out on the floor. The next day, I explored a little more around Amsterdam. So I'm in the Bijlmer area of Amsterdam right now, and checking out some more unusual playgrounds. Let's take a look at this one here. We've got a pretty standard looking slide here, and then we have this thing. I'm not sure how you're supposed to play on this. Maybe Ooh! I'm on a playground with a big metal thing. I guess you could lean on it. As you notice, they have a lot of spare bricks you can play with over here. That is when you're not busy with the, oh, never mind. Got a small jungle gym here, and something that almost looks like pull-ups, maybe for kids to learn how to do pull-ups when they're small, and then learn to climb ladders when they're a little bit bigger. This place does have some nice kind of spongy square bricks here though for running around on. Pretty good. Cool, cool, yeah. And that's all for this episode of Strange Playgrounds in Amsterdam. Cheese unboxing. When I was in Delft, I thought I would try one of the really big Dutch food products, which is cheese. So I went to a cheese shop there and sampled a bunch of different flavors. They had goat cheese and lamb cheese. Is that a thing? Lamb cheese? Pretty sure. Anyway, the one that I liked the best was this vanilla cheese, and it was only like 10 euro, so maybe 12 US dollars. Pretty good price for a hunky chunk of cheese. And as you can see, this is a cow cheese, as indicated by this little label here, which says cow, or in Dutch it says koe. Also as indicated by this picture of a cow. Okay, so let's check out this cheese. So this cheese comes in some kind of waxy substance. Perhaps it's wax? Excuse me while I cut the cheese. Pardon me. I can already smell the vanilla. It smells delicious. Cheese. It's as vanilla and cheesy as I hoped. As it turned out, I would be in Amsterdam during a special event. King's Day, or in Dutch, Koningsdag. This national holiday occurs April 27th, marking the birth of King Willem-Alexander. Anyone can sell their wares tax-free on this day. It's a nationwide garage sale. You'll see people flooding the streets, wearing orange, and possibly getting intoxicated. Here's what things look like even a week before the holiday.
all the witches.
Until finally the big day had arrived, King's Day. It was kind of cold and rainy, but people still came out. After the festival, I bid a final farewell to Amsterdam and hopped on the train to Maastricht. Maastricht. Say hello to my little friend. So I'm couch surfing in Maastricht right now, and this is my host. He's a very good host. He only demands I feed him seeds occasionally, and yeah, making himself very much at home. Sometimes he bites my ear, but he hardly ever shits on me. But overall, a total sweetie. I wonder if he will let me pet him. Yeah. Ow. Okay. We're still getting to know each other. Yeah. And, yep. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I can hear you. And I honestly don't know how to get it off of me. Ah, thank goodness. This bird was literally on me all the time, and I later developed a strategy to keep him off. That's right, I became a Sith Lord. After hiding under the bedsheets for several hours, I decided to go out and see the city. In the city center, you'll find a Gothic church that was converted into a bookstore. Pretty cool. Blah, blah, blah. I was told there's a castle nearby in the town of Valkenburg, so I went to check it out. Now I am standing outside of the Castle of Valkenburg, the Netherlands' only fortress, according to this plaque I read. And this is what the castle looks like in model form. I'm in a castle! Speaking Dutch, lesson number 1. This sign means, Speaking Dutch, lesson number 1. This sign, for example, says verboden toegang. And what that means is forbidden to have a toe gang, which is highly prohibited. Those always go out of control. You know, first you start wearing bandanas, and it's all downhill from there. second room with a well. They were so spoiled back then, they had 2 wells. Afterwards, I felt a little adventurous and decided to return to Maastricht on foot, taking a 3-hour hike along a scenic path that follows the Goel River. This is my new horse friend in the Netherlands. See, look, he didn't bite my hand off, so we're friends. So that's it for the Netherlands. Feel free to comment below. I always enjoy reading what you guys have to say. And if you want to see more awesome content, be sure to subscribe.